to the channel and to episode 1 of our Drifter Challenge for Drifter 002. If you are not part of the Raven family but want to be part of the Raven family, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified when new videos go live on the channel. As you can see, we are just here with Adelaide, and she is in Willow Creek on her home lot here at the Crick Cabana. We have 0 simoleons. She has nothing to her name on this lot, and we are getting started. We are just going to have her go ahead and dig up some things and look for some frogs and maybe look and see if we can find her some harvestables. There might not be anything spawned on the land here, but we are going to just go ahead and try to get her finding some things so that we can get her some money. She is really sad. We know that in the last episode, at the end of season 1's finale, I will go ahead and link that episode in the top right corner and the I button up here. She did age up and I would have let you guys know that at the end of that episode, Marcus did pass away. As soon as I aged them up, I saved the game and went to get her set up to go into this series and for this challenge here for her, to split her off by herself, and then he passed away. So she is very sad from losing a parent. And unfortunately, that is going to be affecting her for a couple of days. So we are starting off with a really sad Adelaide. It is really going to put a damper on us dealing with her challenge because she is really sad. She does need to obviously meet some characters in this save for her to, hopefully find someone that she can get on with so that we can find our partner. We have to find us someone that is a non-playable character, that is either mail carrier or a pizza delivery person, the gardener, someone like that we can get along with and hopefully marry and move in so that we can have our heir. And unfortunately, because she is so sad, I think that is going to make that a little bit difficult here in the beginning. But we will just go ahead and work on maybe collecting and harvesting and fishing and getting some of those things together here in this first episode so that we can get us some amenities on our lot so that she can use the washroom and maybe shower and things of that nature. So we know that the beginning episode here is always the episode where we have to grind. She is super sad. I think when she first got this idea that this was what she wanted to do, she thought, oh, this is going to be a breeze. It's not going to be difficult at all. And then her father passed away, and now she is realizing, you know what, this is going to be kind of rough because I am all alone out here with no money and no resources. And now I am mourning. I'm really sad. I don't have anyone really to socialize with. And so she is really kind of struggling right now, guys. She really is, and that is it's really kind of shitty. But hopefully by the end of this episode, she'll be in a little bit better frame of mind. As you can see on the calendar, it is Woohoo Day. I seriously doubt we're going to be able to get her performing any kind of romantic interactions at all, considering her mood. So let's go ahead and go over here and we will see if we can get her doing a little bit of looking for frogs and fishing and just get her getting some money here. Like I said, she is just gathering all of the things in the vicinity of her lot here. And if we find anyone kind of walking around that fits the description of pizza delivery or mail carrier or anything like that, we will definitely go ahead and try to get her to meet them. And it does look like her mom and her brother is at her house, so I am just going to get her to go ahead and walk on over to the lot here. And she is doing it very slowly. She has collected quite a bit. Oh, I think he might be a pizza delivery guy here. He looks familiar to me. Let's go ahead and actually get her to introduce herself to him, and we will make sure and see what he does for a career. Go ahead, Adelaide, and stop walking home. Let's go meet that person. I think that I saw him in a pizza delivery outfit when I first loaded her onto her lot. So let's go ahead and do a polite introduction to this guy here and we will just find out what his career is. So she's just going to say, "Hi, my name is Adelaide. I'm actually new to the area. How are you?" And he's like, "Oh, hello. I am doing pretty good, and welcome to the neighborhood." And she's like, "Thanks so much. I really appreciate the welcome. Also, I just wanted to see how you were doing today. And, I really like your hair. That is a fantastic color. I think it looks super great on you." And so they are just sitting here and they are, trying to get to know one another. She's going to throw some woohoo confetti and kind of, celebrate this holiday. And he's like, "Oh, that's great." And so they have a sentiment that's gained here because they are kind of getting along here and becoming friends a little bit. And so he's like, "Oh, you are really, ecstatic about this holiday, aren't you?" And she's like, "I'm just trying to cheer myself up. I'm kind of struggling with some things right now. And, I'm just trying to fake it till I make it." And he's like, "That is a great attitude to have, Adelaide. I think that is really commendable that you are trying to see the silver lining in these things." And she's like, "Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. And, it's really nice for people to realize that." So they're just sitting here trying to make friends with one another, and we love that. But she did try to give him a compliment, and it did not go over well. It says here that they are not compatible romantically. So he and her are not suitable for one another. So this guy here will not be good as far as someone that she would be able to romantically be involved with. So we will not be going after him as our person to try to have move in and marry. They are not romantically compatible with one another whatsoever. But we could be friends with him, and that would be perfectly okay. But he is definitely the pizza boy, and so she has asked him about his career, and we have found out that he is a pizza delivery boy. He is a non-playable character delivering pizza to the neighborhood, but they are not romantically compatible. So they are just going to be able to be friends. So she has made herself a little bit of a friendship with him, and so we will have someone that we can socialize with, and she's going to go ahead and continue on her way and head herself on to her property here. And as you can see, that still didn't make very much of a dent in her mood, but at least she is making friends in the neighborhood, which is nice to see. And her mom has said she's got to get going, so we kind of missed that window of opportunity, and she's just trying to get herself up in her spirits here. And why don't you go ahead and maybe get some of these things in your inventory sold here, and we can maybe breed these frogs. And once we have a little bit of money, we should be able to afford, at the very least, a toilet so that you can go ahead and go to the washroom. And we do have a couple of mushrooms here that she can plant, so we can plant those as well. And we definitely have enough money for, at the very least, a toilet, and possibly even enough money for a cooler so that she can have something to eat. So we will go ahead and do that so that she can eat something and use the washroom, so that we can help her with her needs, because it does look like she does need to use the washroom currently. But let's go ahead and just get her to plant these couple of mushrooms that she has here. And it does look like she did call her dead dad Marcus, and she spoke with his ghost, which is not necessarily ideal, but I mean, that's fine. That's fine. He said they had a great conversation together, so we love that. Yeah, she definitely needs to use the washroom and get herself something to eat. So let's go ahead and get her a toilet and see if we also have enough money for that cooler, and then she can get herself a quick meal. If we have enough money, we'll also try to find her something that she can use for sleeping as well. I have gotten her a toilet, a cooler, and a little slab of cardboard here that she can rest her head on when she is tired. And she's just going to go ahead and go on over here and use this washroom here and relieve her bladder, and then we will go ahead and queue up for her to get herself something to eat here in the cooler. So we'll get her a little bit of a quick meal here she can go ahead and grab herself a bowl of granola and get herself something to eat. And she isn't really all that tired just quite yet, so I think what I will have her do is go ahead and get a little bit of fishing done, because she is going to need to go ahead and make a little bit more money, and also it will kill a little bit of time for her until she is tired. So we will just go ahead and let her do a little bit of fishing. She's feeling pretty energized right now. I mean, she is really sad, but aside from that, she is feeling pretty energized is her next like mood that she's feeling underlying all of the sadness. I mean, she does have herself some ocean eyes, but that is just because she really with the pranking of the toilet.
Bruh.
Like, what the hell, Adelaide? All that's going to do is go ahead and explode on you the next time you use it. She's like, I need to grab myself a drink. All of this mischief is making me thirsty. Well, the mischief that you're doing right now is just going to come back to bite you in the ass later. Like, what the hell? Now tomorrow when she goes to the bathroom, the toilet's going to blow up on her, and then she's going to have to repair that. And she's going to be dirty, which means we're going to have to make enough money that we can get her a shower, because she's going to need a shower in the morning, because she's going to be friggin' nasty due to the fact that she just caused herself a prank that her toilet is going to explode on her. The Sims, you know? What the hell? So let's go ahead and get her fishing so that she can catch some fish, because we are desperately going to need some more money, because we now need enough money to purchase ourselves a shower so that she can get herself a shower for the morning, because she is nothing but trouble, causing herself lots of heartache. So she's just going to go ahead and hopefully catch herself a little bit of fish. It's not looking good. She's kind of doing shit right now. Look at her, look at it like, well, what happened? What happened was they bested you. That's what happened. So we're just going to let her go ahead and fish here. She is starting to get a little bit tired, so we will just fish here until she is really ready to get herself some rest here. So I'm just going to speed through this a little bit, and then once she is pretty good and tired, we will stop this and let her get some rest. I want you to catch something. Can you catch anything at all? She's like, no, I can't. They've bested me. Okay, it looks like she is not able to catch anything. The fish are smarter than her, so we'll let her get some rest, and I'll catch with you in the morning. Okay, so it is the next morning. We are going to have to once again do some frogs, and it looks like our plants have finally bloomed, so we're going to harvest everything and dig up some things, and hopefully that will bring us some money so that we can get enough money that we can get ourselves a shower, because as soon as she uses that toilet, we're screwed and we're going to need a shower. I know I've already said that, but when it explodes, she's going to be one pissed off little Adelaide, and it's the only person that she can really blame is herself. But that is what's going to happen. She's going to be seriously mad about it, and I'm going to tell you right now, Adelaide, it's your own fault. You did this to yourself. So we have found ourselves an eggplant frog. We can now breed an eggplant frog. We'll go ahead and do that, and hopefully we'll get us another type of frog here. She is getting some nice things here in her haul, so hopefully we will be able to do this. We're also going to plant some of these in our, like on our plot. We do want her to have lots of plants on her land so that we will have, you know, lots and lots of things that we can use for money, and the more plants that she can harvest, the better. So that is something that we will definitely be doing, but first we're just going to have her go around and collect everything. We're also going to have her go over to the local garden there, and she can harvest the things if there are anything that is harvestable on that lot. Hopefully that will bring us some new items that we haven't seen yet. And if we see the mailman today, we will hopefully get to meet him, because you know, we want to meet any non-playable characters that we can meet, because we know that we've met the pizza man and that didn't work out. So the next one that will probably be the easiest to meet will be our mail carrier. So we'll meet the mail carrier next, hopefully, because the mail, as we know, should run today. So, as a matter of fact, there is the mail carrier now. Let's go ahead and go and meet the mail carrier. So our mail carrier is a man, so we will meet him and go ahead and get to know, and maybe they can make friends. So we will just go ahead and give an introduction and be like, hi, my name is Adelaide. I'm new to the area. And, well, I guess you already know that because you just saw my name on the envelope that you put in my mailbox, didn't you? And he's like, yes, I did, Adelaide. And she's like, well, thank you so much for delivering my mail. And I just wanted to give you a proper introduction and just tell you that I really appreciate all of your hard work. And I would really like for us to hang out sometime and, just get to know one another. And that way we could just be friends. And, while we're at it, maybe we could just discuss some of your likes and your interests. And, you could tell me a little bit about yourself, like what you're into, and if you like reading, or, what your favorite color is, or your favorite movies, or, what type of hobbies you like. And so they're just having this nice little conversation, trying to get to know one another. And they are really, as you can see, starting to get a little bit of friendship, and she is really trying to talk it up here, but she's just going to ask him, all of these things and try to get to know him. It doesn't really seem that she is super attracted to him, but it does look like he dislikes painting. Okay, very good. But they are going to go ahead and continue talking. I can't do a whole lot of things as far as on the menu because, as we know, her mood is really affecting what kinds of interactions that she can do with the other Sims, because she's so sad because of the loss of her father. That being said, maybe we can get them to cloud gaze for a little bit. Typically when we get our Sims to cloud gaze, they do kind of get on with their friendship a little bit, so we will see if maybe he wants to cloud gaze with us. And she's gonna just compliment his outfit and just be like, I really like your mail uniform. Like, I think it looks spiffy. And he's like, well, it's a uniform. And she's like, yeah, but you just look so nice in it. And he's like, oh, well, thanks. But, it kind of comes with the territory. And she's like, I guess that's true. So they're just really getting on here. And she's like, I think the sun and the clouds today are very lovely. Like, it's a beautiful day. Do you think maybe, you might want to, just maybe cloud gaze with me for a little bit? And he's like, oh, well, I mean, I could totally go for a little bit of cloud gazing. Yeah, we could totally do that. And she's like, really? Well, that would be lovely. I always, when I was a child, used to love to cloud gaze. I haven't done it in quite some time, but I would love to lay down and cloud gaze with you. I think that would be great. And he's like, oh, I haven't actually done that in a while either. It would be lovely to do that. And as they're laying here cloud gazing, they are chatting and talking and getting to know one another and spending a lot of time just bonding and becoming a little bit more friendly with one another, and their friendship gain is going up quite significantly. Not anything drastically huge, but it is going up, and she is really enjoying the time that she's spending getting to know him. And as you can see, they are really enjoying this time. And for a split second, Adelaide is forgetting about her sadness. She has a smile on her face. She is enjoying the weather. She's enjoying the clouds. And she's able to kind of get out of her sadness just a little bit. And she is in the moment. And she's loving that. Now, that being said, she also needs to pee. Really badly. So, she is going to go ahead, and once they are done cloud gazing, she is just going to ask him about his career. There isn't an option for me to ask him if he is single, because she can't ask that based on the fact that she is really, really sad right now. But she is just going to ask him for a little bit of advice because she is really, really sad, and hopefully that will make her feel a little bit better. She's just going to ask for a little bit of advice on how she could maybe not feel so sad. She's going to try to brighten his day up a little bit because she's hoping brightening his day will make her day feel a little bit better. And as you can see, her little pizza friend there has come over to see her. I can't remember what his name is. I'm going to have to do better about that, guys. So sorry. But she has got to go to the bathroom really, really bad. So once he leaves, she's going to go ahead and go to the washroom, and then she will check the mail. And as you just saw, her mom just walked by. That's not awkward at all. She's like, "Mom, what are you doing here? I am trying to move on with my life and be an adult. You don't have to come and walk by and pretend like you're not, checking on me." Because Jayden is totally doing that. She's totally like nonchalantly walking by, just like checking on Adelaide to make sure Adelaide's okay. Seeing that, okay, well, now she has a toilet and now she has a cooler, so at least I know that she can eat and she can sleep, and totally. She's totally doing that. But he is going to go ahead and head off here, and she is going to go ahead and just take care of her needs here, and everyone is going to leave her lot so that she can just take care of herself here, because she is kind of in a little bit of a bad way here and desperately needs to, go to the loo. And we will have to, after she busts the toilet on herself here, we'll need to go ahead and get her a shower. She so far hasn't gotten any attractiveness alerts from anyone that she has met, so there isn't anyone that really strikes her fancy. But we are going to go ahead, like I said, let her take care of her needs. The toilet is about to explode on her from the prank that she set, and then we will have to, unfortunately, go ahead and get her a shower. There it is. It's broken. And of course, she's embarrassed because the toilet has exploded on her. Now she is nasty and she is mad and she is going to have to shower. We're going to get her planting some things. We're going to get her to repair this toilet, and then she'll have to shower. I will have to sell some of these things so that she can have some money to purchase a shower, but first we have to plant all of the things that need to be planted so that I'll know what's left over, so I'll know what we want to sell. So I'll place everything down here first, and then get her planting, and then she can shower afterwards. So she is just going to have to be grody for a little bit here, and I know that is super embarrassing for you, Adelaide, but unfortunately you did that by yourself. And once again, Jayden is walking by. Mom, you're not being subtle at all. Not even a little bit are you being subtle. Like, you are just straight up being suspicious right now. So as I plant these down where I want them, the extras I will go ahead and sell, and once we have sold everything, then we should have enough money for her to go ahead and get herself a shower so that she can take care of those needs. I'm also going to sell the extra frogs that we don't need, because if we have like one of them, then we don't need the extras. So we will go ahead and just sell the extras of them, because one of each is sufficient. So we'll get her doing all of that, and then that leaves us with 173 simoleons. And then from there, we will go ahead and we will allow her to, I believe at that point, get herself a shower. We should have enough money for a shower. And she is just planting her little heart away, which we love. She is so embarrassed. I mean, I'm sure you are, because, I told you that was going to happen, but, you just like doing your little pranks on yourself. You're not pranking anyone else at this point. You're the only one in this family. You're the only one on this lot that uses this toilet. So when you prank someone, you're just pranking yourself. But let's go ahead and get her a shower here, and then that will allow her to get herself cleaned up here. So we'll just get her this little shower here that is from the Ravishing Filthy Fabulous pack. And we'll put it here behind the toilet, and then she can go ahead and shower herself and get herself cleaned up. So once she is done repairing that toilet, we will go ahead and let her get herself a shower after she waters all of the plants. That's right. I'm going to make her water the plants first. Because you know what? I'm going to make her wait and suffer a little bit, and maybe that will teach her a lesson not to set pranks on herself. Because honestly, lessons have to be learned here in The Sims. Yes, indeed. But she is just trying to finish up repairing that toilet. It is taking her quite some time. So we are just going to, hopefully, speed through her doing that. And she will finish that up. It is taking her it's taken her a long time. Finish that up, Adelaide. Come on, you can do it. Just fix that. There we go. And then we will also rummage through and scavenge for parts in this trash pile, because that will also give us some parts and that will give us some extra money as well. So she is just watering her plants here. Look how nasty she is. She's got some stink on her. Yes. And then we will allow her to shower. She's like, oh my God, I'm disgusting. Yeah, you are. You really are. You are seriously disgusting, and so is your toilet. So you can clean yourself, and you can rummage through that trash pile there and try to find yourself some good old parts and some good things that we can sell, and then you can clean that toilet up. And honestly, I think that I probably should find you something to wash that nasty cup. So we may find her a little sink or something that she can wash her dishes, and also she can maybe wash her hands and stuff and brush her teeth or something of that nature. She should have enough money for like some kind of off-the-grid sink as well. So let me see if I have enough money for that too as well. I don't know if she does, but let's go ahead and see if we do. So let's hop in here to build by, and we'll see if we have enough money for that as well. Okay, I got her this little wash basin here, so she should be able to go ahead and wash her dishes here in this little wash basin. I think it's really adorable. It kind of goes really, really well with that little rickety shower she has, and so I thought, oh, this will be freaking perfect. So she's got herself her little old-timey toilet, her little rickety shower, her little rickety wash basin that she can wash her little dishes in. She has no trash can currently, so getting rid of that trash pile is going to be a little bit of an issue, but we can go ahead and get her to clean up this cup here. Oh, she's having trouble with it. Okay, let's move it a little bit and see if she can clean it up here. And she should be able to do that. No, she's going to set it back down. Okay, how about you try again? No, she's going to set it down. Okay, will it let me do it? Yes. Okay, I don't know what that was. Maybe there was a bit of a glitch, but that's fine. Okay, Penny Pizzazz, I don't know what the hell you think you're doing. Oh, you're Penny Munch in this game. Okay, that's fine. This sink is not for you. You need to go somewhere. This is not the community get-all community sink for everyone. This is my home. Like, I know I don't have walls yet, but like, please get the hell off my land. All right, so we'll just clean up after you since you just left your shit lying around. That's fine. Don't mind us. Okay, so the sink does work. That's great news. We love that. Perfect. She needs some fun in her life. What can you do for fun? Okay, she's going to give herself a little bit of a stretch. Mom's calling. We're not answering your call. We are a little upset with you because you keep stalking us. Don't act like you don't, because we know you do. Let's go ahead and we are going to harvest and dig some things around the neighborhood here. We never did make it over to the community garden, so let's actually go ahead and go over there. I want to see if there are anything, or if there's anything over here that is ready to harvest, and it does look like there is. So that is perfect. We're going to go ahead and go take Adelaide over here to the community garden. We're going to get her harvesting everything over here. That's going to give us some new options as far as plants go that we can plant on our land, which is freaking amazing. We will have all kinds of stuff that we can harvest here and then plant on our home lot, which will give us more options of gardening. We know that as her aspiration currently is the freelance botanist, she does need to plant several things and water several things. So we will just dig up these things and harvest these things. And Jayden's calling again. Like, Mom, we are busy. Okay? We are busy. And Rebel's calling again. What is up with our family? What is up with our family? We are really busy. We are tending to gardening and things of that nature. Like, we have moved out and we are moving on with our lives, and we don't have time. And then when we are done with harvesting all of these things around this area, I'm actually going to have her go over there to that stand, and we are going to speak to the vendor here and just do a friendly introduction and get to know her so that we can just have another non-playable character like that we have met. Maybe it will be somebody that we maybe like, or that maybe we'll have a sentiment with. As we know, we have to meet a non-playable character that we possibly have an interest in, that we might want to hook up with and possibly marry. So I am meeting all of the non-playable characters that are in some type of role as far as a job goes. So we will be meeting anyone and everyone in a non-playable character role. And so she would qualify for that. So we will get to meeting her to see if possibly we get on. Now that being said, Adelaide is attracted to masculine sims and does romantically want to be with a male sim, so I seriously doubt that she is going to be romantically wanting to get involved with this sim, but they could possibly be friends. So we do want to find us a male sim because Adelaide wants to be with a male sim, which does lessen our pool of eligible bachelors for her to find, because I don't know of any like non-playable sims in the area that like we've pretty much met them all that I've seen so far. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. But that being said, she is just getting to know her, and then we will come home and check the mail and go ahead and breed this frog and then plant some of the things that we just received from that garden, and go ahead and get that all set up here. And once we have planted all of the new items, it is getting kind of late. She will probably want to go ahead and get herself something to eat in her stomach, and then we will have to go ahead and get ourselves into bed because it is about 9:30 now, and so I think it'll probably be really, really late in the evening here that is getting. So go ahead and come on home, Adelaide, and let's get busy with our chores here of planting. So she's heading herself on home here, and she's just taking her sweet little time. As you know, right now, everything she does at a slow pace. She just kind of mopes around right now based on the fact that she's very sad. She doesn't go anywhere quickly, unfortunately. So I am just laying these items where I want her to plant them, so that when she finally makes her way over to our land, she will have all of the things here laid out for her on where she needs to plant them, and all of the extras I'm just going ahead and selling so that we'll have some money here, and then we can decide what we want to do with the rest of the money. Okay, she has finally made it home. She's finally decided to show up. And now she's harvesting some things around the area here that I must have queued up for her to harvest that I saw. And then once she is done harvesting that, she'll come over here and check the mail. And then we will go ahead and get to planting these items that we've laid down, which is lovely. And so we got some strawberries, and we got some potatoes, we got some apples, we got some flowers, and so she is just going to go ahead and plant all of those things here on our land. And as you can see, our little garden is growing significantly, which we love, and she is just going to tend to all of this. She is so sad. I will be so glad when she is done with this mourning process, because honestly, it is really, really difficult for us to get her to do really anything with her feeling this sad. All right, now that all of that has been taken care of as far as where I want her to plant things, I'm just going to sell the rest of the stuff in the inventory that we don't need her to have anymore, and queue up for her to plant all of this stuff, and then she can go ahead and head off to bed. And all of the things that she doesn't need, Like I said, we'll just go ahead and sell out of her inventory, and then we'll get the grand total of what we got for our haul here for the day. She has pretty much done really, really well for herself, and I'm really excited about that. We do have some bills, it looks like, so we will have to pay our bills. Our bills were only 34 simoleons, so that wasn't too bad. So she will have to pay the bills as well before she heads off to bed. Her needs are in really, really bad shape. Adelaide has finished planting her garden here, and she is just grabbing herself a quick bowl of cereal because she was very famished. She is quite stinky, so once she is done with her bowl of cereal, I am just queuing up for her to go ahead and use the bathroom and have herself a quick shower here, and then she will go ahead and head herself off to bed. But I think I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here, guys. This first episode was a lot of grinding. She has gone ahead and met 2 or 3 of our non-playable characters. We don't have any attractiveness with anyone yet, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And until the next one, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.